Are your calves or your hamstrings feeling a little bit tight and achy or beat up? Well, this is going to be the perfect post-run stretch. We've finished our run and we're going to give them a good bit of tender loving care. So we're going to come onto your hands and knees. We're going to start by working into the calf muscles. We're going to step the left foot back. We're going to tuck the toes under and we're going to push the left heel back, and we're going to push into the hands and rock into that stretch. Find a 7 out of 10 in that lower leg, so the left lower leg, into the heel and the calf muscle, and then push into the toes and rock forwards. Now just start that motion nice and slowly now. So you're pushing into the toes, rocking forwards, and push into the heel, rock backwards, nice and smooth. So as we start our calf and hamstring stretching. So for me personally today, I've done a speed session. I've literally just finished my speed session. Well, actually I finished it about half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. Went out, had a small breakfast first to make sure that I wasn't doing it fasted. I went out and did my session, and I come back and have a little bit more of a breakfast to refuel. It was hot and it's now started to chuck it down with rain. So it's really starting to... I've managed to miss the rain, especially in the vest as well. I probably would have got soaked. Okay, switch sides now. Bring that left foot in. Step the right foot back. Tuck the toes under and push the heel backwards. And as we again just rock into the toes and so rock into the heel, and push into the toes. We're massaging into that calf and Achilles area. Make sure we're not being aggressive. We're not being forceful. We're being kind to your body. We want to have that mindset now. Get out of that sort of push mindset. So again, for me, I was doing a speed session, so I was having to really push and force. I was wanting to run fast, improve my pace. So I was really pushing my body. But I'm getting out of that mindset, and you've got to get out of that mindset. And now it's kind. You want to be, act as if you would with your children. Be considerate, be compassionate. And that's how you want to treat your body. Nice and smooth with the breathing and the movement. So how was your run? What did you get up to in your run? And did it go as planned, or was it one of those... yesterday I had one of those runs where it just felt like I was... if you've ever seen on a nature program, like a newborn, like a zebra or a deer that is literally born, and then it sort of starts to try and walk, and it's all sort of like floppy and can't stand up, and it wobbles all over. I felt a little bit like an uncoordinated newborn zebra yesterday. Okay, we're going to bring the knee in. Now what we're going to do is push into the heels, send the hips up, and nice and slow pedal now into a sort of downward facing dog. You can keep the head up over the hands if the shoulders don't like it, into sort of a half press up, half downward facing dog. And just again massage into the calf and into the hamstrings, calves and the Achilles heel. It was really working a lot into that calf and Achilles heel to start. I spent a few minutes on them. That's a good thing, because the calf and Achilles takes some of the biggest beating in our running. So breathe as we do this, nice and slow. Don't go forceful and aggressive and quick. Okay, from here we're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And just have a little bit of a move around with the hips. Come off the wrists into a fist grip if the wrists don't like that. And then from here we're going to walk the hands backwards to the knee. Now we might need to just take that knee a bit further backwards, so the hip always sits above the knee. It's a bit safer. And we're going to start to just straighten the leg a little bit, but we're not locking it out. Again, we don't want to floss that sciatic nerve at the back of the knee. We want to keep it safe. So keep a bend in the knee. And we're just going to massage. We rock into a 7 out of 10 and then come forwards out of it. Again, feeling that. You should be feeling that at the back of the thigh, right in the belly, so right in the middle of the muscle, in the belly of the muscle. A 7 out of 10. So that's the hamstring area. You might even be feeling it in the calf and the lower leg as well. Okay, rock forwards. Step that left foot back. Go back into that downward facing dog and just have a pedal. And as you do that, just feel and sense all the difference between the subtle little differences between the left side and the right side as we've worked them. Okay, we're going to step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. This time we're going to walk. Again, just wiggle the left knee back a little bit. Walk the hands to the knee at the back. Always keeping the hands to support on the mat. So if you can't straighten your leg that much, don't worry about it. Again, it's not a competition of who can get the leg the straightest. So just find the right amount of stretch that's in the back of that thigh, that right thigh, not the back of the knee. And then massage into a 7 out of 10 and then come forwards, release it. Breathe. So again, as we do that, we're getting everything moving, a little bit more supple, a little bit more fluid going into the area, massaging, promoting the blood flow, which will help recovery. Relax the jaw and the shoulders and see if you can breathe in a relaxed way that signals to the body that it is time to rest. We've stopped that intensity of the run. We're changing pace. Okay, and then from here, walk the hands to the top of the mat. And then come down into a seated position. I'm going to work into the calf muscles again, bring the legs out in front. Have a bend on those knees, because again, we want to take it off the hamstrings. We want to really focus on the calves. So bring the toes. We're going to work on the big toes as well and the arches of the feet. Hands on the toes, and then pull the toes up towards the knee. Now we might feel this sort of going into towards the Achilles heel at the bottom, and maybe going up into the calf muscle and the foot as well. But we're going to pull those toes, and as we lift up, nice and tall with the spine, lift your head up and get long and straight with the spine. But just let the toes pull up towards the knees. Now we should feel a good stretch in the heel and the back of the lower leg, and then just breathe out and relax. Soften the spine. If you can't, what you can do is, if you don't feel that stretch, you can just stretch the legs out a little bit further. Breathe. So again, really focusing on lower leg, and that's why we keep a good bend. So can you feel that? And does the left one feel the same as the right one? Or do they feel different? Okay, keep the shoulders and jaw relaxed as you breathe. So we're lifting up through the spine and with the head as you breathe in, pull the toes. We should feel a nice stretch, a 7 out of 10. Just check, is it a 7 out of 10? And then as you breathe out, just relax and soften down. And just repeat that nice and slow with a soothing, dynamic massage. Last one. Okay, as you just release the hands now, walk the hands to the hips, stretch the legs out, hands behind the hips, and have a little bit of a bounce into the calf and the hamstring area at the back of the thigh and the back of the lower legs. Just a little bit of a massage again. Give them a little squish. Bring the left foot into the right thigh. And then from here, we're going to get a twist. Now this is going to twist into the back and the shoulders as well as the hamstring. Keep a slight bend in the knee, so just slightly bend the knee. Don't worry about pulling the toes up. We're going to reach with the left hand to the outer part of that right shin area, that right lower leg. Now push into that right hand and twist and look towards the right hand if you can. Now we should be feeling that in the back of the thigh and the back of the lower leg maybe as well on the right side. Not the back of the knee. So if you're feeling the back of the knee, bend the knee a bit more. Relax the jaw and the shoulders, and then from here what we're going to do is we're going to lift the arm and the shoulder up and reach the left hand right above the left shoulder. Breathe in as we do that. We're going to get a little bit of a rotation. As you breathe out, bring that hand back down towards that right outer ankle area. Don't force it. Again, check that it's a 7 out of 10. One more time. Inhale, lift. Nice cross rotational stretch which gets more areas of the body. As you exhale, come down. Okay, just pause, lift the head and chest, bring the hands behind the hips, stretch the legs out again, and feel and check the difference between the right leg and the left leg. Does one feel lighter, maybe a bit longer than the other? Okay, we're going to bring the right foot into the left inner thigh again. Left hand back, right hand to the outer part of that left ankle. And just pause for a moment. Breathe. So I put together, I know a lot of people ask about what structure should I do in my strength and my stretching. I've put together a free 7-day program of how you should follow along with your stretching and your strength training. If you're interested, to have a look in the link in the description below. You sign up with your email, you get an email straight back with those 7 days free of exclusive videos. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to inhale that right arm up nice and slow, bring the hand above the shoulder. And then as you exhale, you slowly start to bring that hand down again to the outer part of that left ankle. Okay, one more time. Again, nice, slow inhale, lift. And then as you exhale again, just bringing that hand to the outer part of the ankle. Just pause for a moment. Feel the twist in the ribs, maybe even the right hip or right inner thigh. Slowly bring the head up. Bring the feet into touch. Well, let's work into the inner thigh, the groin area, and the hips. Bring the heels into the hips, and then just have a little bit of a massage left and right. Get tall but not too tense through the spine. And breathe. So again, not forcing anything, we're not being aggressive with the pull. We're just breathing, moving. Notice how our mind and our body has changed in terms of feeling, in terms of mood. And just spending that short amount of time to make sure that we don't carry that stress and intensity from our run or our workout into the rest of the day. Because like I said, my run was quite intense. If I just go into that same kind of mindset, I'll just be buzzing about like a busy bee all day. So it's a really nice opportunity to just breathe, take it down, release some of that stress and tension. And then we can start the rest of your day. So well done for showing up. Well done for not skipping the stretch and putting that work into your mind and into your body, which is proactive injury prevention work, but also really good longevity and health work that you're doing. So well done for being proactive with your health. And well done for not skipping the stretch. I think I said that. But I shall see you in the next video.